Because at the end of the day, what's more important to you? Is it to hurt somebody's feelings or welcome to another episode of the Elite Game Podcast. My name is Mauricio Rocha, and I'm going to be your coach today. Brother, let me ask you a question. Who do you spend time with? Think about this. What are the people that you spend the most time with? And this is going to be about 4 or 5 people. That's what you call the inner circle, your most closest circle that you have in your life. If you think about it, that's probably 5 people there, 4 or 5 people. Like, I don't know, maybe it's your wife, your assistant, your business partner, and your brother-in-law. I don't know. Everybody's different. But here's why I'm asking you this question. So here in the Elite Game, we like to have strategies in place so we can hunt the next version of ourselves. And this is a constant game that we play. So in order to do that, we need to surround ourselves with the biggest chances or the biggest support system, the best support system that we can in order to help us achieve that, right? It makes sense. Because the worst thing is that, let's say you try to lose 10 pounds and everybody around you is fat and they're lazy and nobody works out. And at home, all you have is chips and soda and candy, right? So your chances of your success of losing 10 pounds, they're going to be way slimmer if you find yourself in that circumstances, right? Now, the same thing applies if you want to lose 10 pounds and the people around you work out every day, watch what they eat, and at home, you don't have any fried food, no crackers, no chips, no candy, no soda, none of that shit. Like, do you see the difference? So if we look at our lives right now, and if we look at the people that we spend the most time with, like, is that going to help you achieve the goals you want to achieve? Think about it this way. If you want to be a multimillionaire, who do you have in your circle, in the most inner circle? There's 4 or 5 people that bring value to you that's going to help you get there. Because at the end of the day, what's more important to you? Is it to hurt somebody's feelings and push them out of the group, out of the circle? Or is your vision, your purpose, and what you meant to do in this life? Because unfortunately, there are a lot of men that keep people in their inner circle out of convenience and because they're not brave enough or they're scared to hurt those people's feelings. Maybe it's the brother-in-law in your circle that doesn't bring any value to your life. Maybe it's your mother. Look, I'm not telling anybody to stop talking to their mother. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's people in your inner circle that you spend the most time with, okay? Those are the people that are going to, look, you want to see what your life looks like in 6 months, in a year? Take a look at that inner circle that you have. Take a look at the life you have right now. Like, the results of your life, or the life you have now, is the result of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That couple that you knew from high school, that all they talk about is shit that happened in the past. They drink all the time. All they like to do is party. There's no ambition, or they have the same life they had 5 years ago. Like, if this is something that you want in your life, if you want to have the same life 5 years from now as you have now, then that's fine. That's the person that you choose to keep in your life. That's fine. But if you're telling me that you want this type of life in 5 years, in 3 years, in 2 years, then I'm going to ask you, man, look at your circle right now and respond honestly. Like, are these the people that are going to bring the value that you need in order to get you the things that you need in order for you to get the results that you want? And this can be like a complicated question. This not complicated, but this can be a sensitive question. Because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Nobody wants to hurt anybody's feelings. Or most people that are good, normal, they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings on purpose. But again, ask yourself the question, what's more important to you? Is the life that you want? Is the life that you want to give to your family? And the progression that it needs to exist in your life in order for you to do that? Or is hurting the other person's feelings? Because maybe spending 20 hours a week talking to your brother-in-law or talking to your mom is not really something that you should do as a grown man, as somebody that's the boss of the family. Not a boss of the family, that sounds like a mob. But the head of the family, like the leader of your household, and somebody that wants all these things, all these goals, all these targets, all these ambitious targets, then maybe you shouldn't be spending 20 hours a week talking to your mom about, I don't know, fucking problems. I'm not saying for you to stop talking to your mom. But all I'm saying is that your inner circle should be people that give value to your life, that's going to get you to the place where you want to be. Because your responsibility as a man is not towards your mom or dad or uncle or brother-in-law or neighbor or community. First is towards yourself. And then it's towards your family. Your responsibility as a man to be the best version that you are is something that is sacred, and God gave you this. But what happens is some men, they just forget about this shit. They just turn it down or they turn it off. And then they live the rest of their lives in this medium average lifestyle that what they do is drink all the time, get depressed, do drugs, watch porn, and they do this for the rest of their lives. But your responsibility is for yourself to create the best version of yourself. So you can give that first to yourself. And when you do that, you give that to him. And then you can give that to your family. Because that's what they deserve, isn't it? They deserve the best that you got. Or what the fuck do they deserve? They deserve average Joe? Really? Is that what they're getting? Are they getting average Joe? Or are they getting the best version of you? And in order for you to give them this, then you have to look at the people you spend the most time with. And the people you spend the most time with have to give you what you need in order for you to level up every single time. This is the game. This is the elite game. This is not the average game, average Joe fucking podcast. You want to be elite? The people around you need to be elite, period. So do a checkup. What are the people that you spend the most time with? Who are they? What have they achieved now? What are they achieving now? Not in the past. What are they achieving now? How do they live their lives now? What kind of energy do they bring? What kind of money do they make? What kind of spirituality do they have? What kind of marriage do they have? Like, playing at an elite level requires you to have people around you that play in the same level, bro. Because if you're trying to play at this level here, and then everybody around you or your most inner circle plays right here at this level, then what do you think is going to happen? It's like gravity. They're going to just pull you down. If you're thinking you're going to pull them up, like, you got another thing coming, man. It doesn't happen like that. So we got to make a decision. We got to make a decision. We either want to push aside a little bit somebody that doesn't bring that value that we need and introduce somebody new to that circle that's going to level everybody up. And you know what? I'm thinking here, maybe you're the one that people need to get rid of in your circle. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm questioning the same thing now in my circles. Am I the one that they need to get rid of? Like, this is a good question, isn't it? The elite game that I propose, that I live my life, that I propose to all these men, and that I live my life by, and that I share this with all the men that I coach and everybody that I interact with, honestly. This elite game, this elite way to play life, the game of life. You can only play this and you have the necessary energy to keep playing at this level if the people around you are playing the same game, the same level of intensity. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Like, you can have everything you want in life, everything. But in order for that to happen, in order for you to play that game at that level, then you need the right people around you. Brother, I'll see you next time.